done for it. No, we're not.
Taking my time, so I can plan
Take
it
your
in
time.
place.
You have to wait.
It's all- Senate will please come to order. Today's devotional exercises will be conducted by Reverend Dan Haug of Stowe Community Church. Welcome.
Well, good afternoon, State Senators. It's an honor and privilege to be here again with you. I bring you greetings from Stowe Community Church and the wider Stowe community, where snow has finally come and winter is back, which, yes, some of us are very excited about. I'm even wearing my Vermont Darn Tough socks because you now need to wear those because the temperature is at that right degree. For those of you who maybe celebrated Christmas like I did, I assume that your holiday decorations are probably gone at this point. You've taken them down, maybe not. Maybe I'm still actually have a few that I have to take down. And every year, whether it's January 1st, February 1st, whenever the decorations come down, they go back into the boxes, the attic or the basement. I always wonder about that magical spirit that seems to unite all of us, that Christmas spirit that brings people together, that inspires kindness, compassion, and generosity during the holiday season. And you wonder, when the season is over, does that spirit disappear as well? Well, a poem by Howard Thurman called The Work of Christmas addresses this. And he writes these words: "When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among others, to make music in the heart." Howard Thurman was a theologian, educator, and civil rights leader who played a leading role in many social justice movements and organizations. He was also a key mentor to the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., whose life and legacy we just celebrated this past week. The work of peace on earth and goodwill towards all continues as we all strive in the footsteps of the good Dr. King and his vision for freedom and unity, which happened to be the official motto of our great state here in Vermont. Each one of you have been placed in positions of leadership, responsibility, and influence to bring freedom and unity, peace and shalom to those who reside in your districts and to all who call Vermont home. I want you to know that you are not alone in your work. My prayers and my support are with you, and most importantly, I believe God's presence and God's provision are with you in this new season of work. We are also grateful for the work that you are doing faithfully with great dedication and passion and purpose. The work that you're doing so that all Vermonters may have a song to sing in their hearts. I'll leave you with this, a charge from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Make a career of humanity. Commit yourself to the noble struggle for equal rights. You will make a better person of yourself, a greater nation of your country, and a finer world to live in. May that be true for all of us this day and in the days and the years to come. Amen.
Thank you. Are there any announcements? Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Committee on Finance be relieved of S-240, an act relating to expanding Medicaid and Dr. Dinosaur, and that the bill be committed to the Committee on Health and Welfare.
Now the senator from Washington has moved that the Committee on Finance be relieved of S-240, an act relating to expanding Medicaid and Dr. Dinosaur, and that the bill be committed to the Committee on Health and Welfare. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and you have relieved the Committee of Finance of S-240 and referred the bill to the Committee on Health and Welfare. We have a few bills for introduction. The first being S-298, introduced by Senator Brock and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill by title.
S-298, an act relating to increasing penalties for drug-related offenses.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to Committee on Judiciary. We have S-299 introduced by Senator Brock and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-299, an act relating to a single process for sealing criminal history records.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. It is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. You have S-300 introduced by Senator Vihovsky and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-300, an act relating to funding support services for persons who use drugs and eliminating misdemeanor criminal penalties for possessing or dispensing a personal use drug supply.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. It too is referred to Committee on Judiciary. We have one House bill for reference, H 516. Please listen to the first reading of the bill by title.
H 516, an act relating to approval of amendments to the charter of the city of Essex Junction.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill is referred to Committee on Government Operations. We have no orders of the day, so I'd like to recognize the senator from Chittenden Central.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pending announcements, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 11:30 a.m. Friday, January 19th.
Are there any announcements? Senator from Madison.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Government Operations will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Bennington.
Senate Education will be at 1:30.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance will meet after the e-board meeting at approximately 3:30 to go over the revenue forecast that we will be having with the joint meeting with appropriations.
Any further announcements? Senator from Essex Orleans.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate institutions will meet 15 minutes after the fall of the cap. Thank you.
Senator from Madison.
Natural Resources and Energy will meet tomorrow morning at 8:30.
Senator from Windsor.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. I'm going to take my cue from the Chair of Agriculture and announce a reception this afternoon. Today is Homelessness Awareness Day, as all of you, I'm sure, are aware. They've done an incredible job of advocacy here in the building, and we applaud them. The newly formed Housing and Homelessness Alliance of Vermont is hosting, along with the Vermont Interfaith Action Group and the Chittenden County Homeless Alliance, they're hosting a cookies and hot cocoa reception from 4 to 5, and given the temperature outside, that is most welcome. So I encourage you all to come and see your advocates in case you haven't had a chance to check in with them already today. Thank you.
Are there any further announcements? Seeing none, the senator from Chittenden Central has moved that the Senate now stand in adjournment until 11:30 a.m. Friday, January 19th. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed indicate by saying nay. The ayes have it, and the Senate will stand in adjournment until 11:30 a.m. Friday, January 19th.